thing is so far away, though. Oh, well. I guess we'll have to do it like this, people. Alright. I thought it was going to be a way better fucking shot and that it wasn't going to show all my lighting and shit, but oh well, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to be working on the mystery machine for a little bit. I still have a lot of painting to do, so if you want to join me, cool. If not, then that's also okay. I don't know why this is in the fucking way. What's going on, Jeff? I'm going to be working on the mystery machine, so feel free to stay in chat. Let me go grab that stuff real quick, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I don't know if anyone else joined. Alright, cool. Okay, so what I did yesterday was I measured a piece of foam board underneath this. I don't know if you can see this. So I measured a piece of foam board to the bottom of the mini fridge to get an exact measurement. I cut that out, made sure to measure the size of which I needed to cut here. So then when I glue the mini fridge in, it's not trying to rip up this carpet. So I got that there. Cheeto Fingers was kind enough to print me 3 of these mini fridges. So I have one for this, one for the ramen van, and then I also have one for something you'll see in the future. And this one was in like a really dark blue, and it just didn't fit the color. So I tried painting it yellow to see if it would match the Mystery Machine. The yellow didn't really come out that great. So we went with orange. So that's what this is right here. On the outside, it's all orange. The door is also orange. So that'll be the color of choice that we're going with. The inside is going to be red. And then I'm also at some point gonna have to make a trip to the store to get like a blue, a green, to do the pattern on the fridge, the little flower pattern. And then I have to paint the I don't know if I'm gonna do all this on stream. But I have to paint the shelves. I have to paint that part, and then I also have to paint the tray that slides into there, and all my stuff from Super Action stuff came in. Not that I don't have soda cans, I have a whole bunch of soda cans. Like entirely too many soda cans from the last time I went to Hobby Lobby. But that's what I'm gonna do. I am almost done painting the inside of this. The inside of this fridge, but for some reason it's just not taking for some reason, and I don't know if it's just the type of red that I'm using, even though this red is what took for the bricks back here when I did this dial. So I don't know. But that's what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. I didn't know how the fuck to work this stupid live on here. Riley does this shit all the time. So I figured, oh, it must be really easy. It is not at all. It is not at all easy to figure out how the fuck to do this. So I'm gonna probably switch the lighting here because I just realized I'm not gonna be able to see what I am doing. So no, the police are not here. That's just one of the settings on these lights, which I was telling Jeff about these lights. These are the Ulanzi lights. So the two that are right here and here, those are the $20 ones. The one back here is the 30-something dollar light. So with that being said, though, I'm gonna try to do the interior here. I already know that I'm gonna have to go back and do the trim on the fridge, so that is unfortunate, but that's how it is. And also, before I start painting, pretty excited. My combat creature came in the mail yesterday, which is pretty cool. It's the only Kickstarter I backed where I actually got the fucking product that I backed. And for anyone that's dealing with the Invincible Toys bullshit, we just got an update today, which I was gonna go live and talk about, but I guess we'll just talk about it here. So basically, finally, after 3 years of waiting, we're not getting the figures. Surprise, surprise. And we're getting partial refunds because they gave the molds to Big Bad Toy Store for some odd ass reason as fulfillment for them supporting them, even though all they did was just list their fucking figures on their site, and that was it. So we don't even get the samples, we don't even get not a fucking thing. So pretty unfortunate. Luckily I only did 2 figures, but I do feel bad for the people that put out $400 and went all in on that Kickstarter, because probably the only thing they'll get back is like 200 out of the 400, which I think is bullshit. So yeah. I interviewed Landon when the Kickstarter was going on, and he seemed like a genuine dude, but you know, unfortunately, I don't feel the same way anymore. The post was, to me, was very not as genuine about what exactly happened. And yeah, I think that genuinely they should not do anything else figure wise ever again. Just as poor slobs, hooray. Turning the red off and on again. Oh, I meant the red for the fridge. Not for the not for the what's it called? Damn. My condolences. They said that I don't know, we're supposed to, they're gonna do partial refunds starting May 1st, so I'll probably only get like $25 back, but I'm still really pissed about that. And there's also the fact that one of my friends from YouTube was the art director on that project, and they didn't even bother to tell him about the legal issues that were going on with the project. So nice to know that they keep their fucking people in nice to know that they keep their people in the loop. So whatever, man. It's whatever. What's done is done, but if that shit ever does back up on Kickstarter, I will make sure to let people know to stay far the fuck away from that. To stay far away from anything that has Invincible toys on it. Or anything like that. So, but getting that ran out of the way, like I said, I did at least get my combat creature, which is pretty cool. I am going to have to put a little bit of clear nail polish on his ball joints in these legs here, and I think in his torso. But other than that, I mean, he is pretty sturdy. He is cool. He is a shark man. He is a shark man that well, he's a shark man that has a shark sword and shark armor, which is pretty cool. He was the only one that enticed me out of all of them. I was like, oh wow, look at this guy. He's a one-eyed shark man, and he's got some really cool armor, and he's got one eye, and a really badass sword. He came with a gun too, but I was like, he doesn't seem like the type of individual who would use a gun. He seems like the type of individual that likes to get in there on the battlefield and fight with a sword. So I think his name is Sealock, I think, but this is done by the guy that did the Micronauts, or no, Morphonauts, excuse me, Morphonauts. And he does a lot of the 3D printed stuff. Like he did all the Helldiver stuff. So I think his name is Bo. And he kept us through the entire process, which I appreciate that. So Bo, you'll probably never watch this, but you are good in my book, sir. I appreciate you at least keeping us in the loop the whole time. Let's see. Get that up there, and then we are going to let this dry for a little bit. And it's looking a little bit better. Now, I think I just needed like a longer brush for this. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry in the corner over here, and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with that door there. And then I'm gonna clean this paintbrush and then start on that door. That arcade I just got, pretty cool stuff. I shot a review for it. I'm gonna try something a little bit different with this review and see how it goes. But pretty quality stuff. I do have the other one. I just haven't shipped it from BBTS yet with everything else. Which I need to, because my ghost face is gonna... I have to ship that ghost face by next week. He's been sitting in there a little too long, and I think I only have like a week left for him. But pretty cool. They have little cutouts that you can slide onto the arcade, and you have different arcade screens. And they only take 2 AAA batteries, which is pretty good. And they come with a whole bunch of stuff too. Like it came with a Nintendo Switch, an iPad, a VR headset. I think to me, probably one of the coolest accessories it comes with is this. Just because I could see myself using this a lot. Is this... Oh shit. Where's my little chair? Here. I'm gonna use this to kind of do it, so I have to put my Andre the Giant hands into the camera. There is this little camera, and you can take the lens off, and it has the swappable lens, so you can pop that out and it fits in a figure's hands perfectly. But just a really cool accessory, I think. And Gonzo was the one that put me on to all that, and I believe Gonzo has probably crashed the fuck out since him, Devil Pup, and I were up until probably 5:30 playing Warzone. we were close to a win in the end. We were close to a win. We didn't get it. But it happens sometimes. The game kept fucking up our comms, so that also didn't quite help in the matter. But still a fun experience. Gonzo kept fucking driving without me. Kept driving off without me. But still a fun experience. It's nice to be able to play. It's nice to be able to play Warzone again with consistent people, because I haven't done that since the OG Warzone. I used to run with a group called TXG, Toxic Gamers. And we used to run Rebirth. And then another one was TRSH, Trash. And then I haven't played with anyone since, so I don't even know if we have a clan tag or not in mind. I'll have to see when I get on with them tonight. But let me go clean this brush, and then I'm gonna start painting that fridge door. So I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. The 3 people that are here. Jeff is fighting cartels at the moment. So the other 2 people that are in here, talk amongst yourselves. Alright, 3 people. I am back. So yeah, like I said, Todd Cheeto Fingers is a good friend of mine. He was one of the first people I met doing this. And he just got into the whole 3D printing thing. So he asked me if I wanted him to send me some stuff to paint. So he sent me some stuff and he painted me this beautiful Halloween Mewtwo, which is pretty cool. Oh, so he painted me this beautiful Halloween Mewtwo, skeleton Mewtwo. I have the Charmander, no, Charizard, somewhere around here. I just saw it the other day. Well, if I find him, I'll show it. Unless it was in that baggie of stuff, which it very well could have been. It's not. Well, if I find it, I'll let you know. But it is really weird. That's weird that I don't know where the fuck you went. Because I just saw him the other day. Weird. Well, anyway, he sent me that little, or that little, I mean, it is almost the size of a 1/12 scale figure. So he sent me that Mewtwo. He sent me this little Halloween Bulbasaur, which you can actually put which has a little jack-o'-lantern on the back, and you could actually take the top of the little jack-o'-lantern off. Oh shit, I didn't even realize he sent me more painted stuff. Oh no, fucking hell, USPS user, you bastards fucking broke my shit. Damn. Alright, well, one of them, this isn't the only casualty in transit, but I can fix it. I can glue that back on and fix it, but someone's gonna have to school me on Pokemon, because at some point I knew all 151, but there's so fucking many of them, and I got out of Pokemon when I was in middle school. There's also this one, which is like a like a horror version of Charizard or Charmander, but one of his little teeth broke off, which thank God I bought Gorilla Glue when I did. I fucking bought Gorilla Glue for to fix something, and now I'm kind of glad I bought it when I did, because and here's another evolution, but it's a Frankenstein one. And then here's some more. Oh, what the fuck, dude? That is awesome. What the hell? Where the hell did he find this? I don't know where you found this, but this is fucking sick. It's a Stormtrooper helmet, but I think it's the Motorhead. I think it's supposed to be the Motorhead Warpig, but it's as a Stormtrooper helmet. That's actually fucking cool. I might paint that and throw that in the background here. Actually, I didn't look at all this stuff. I was too excited about my my Sharkman back there that I completely like mislooked over all this stuff. So I feel bad. I had to see if there's any other. Oh, he sent me some keychains. I don't know if I want to hang these off my backpack. I'd feel bad if one of these broke. But yeah, here's some like keychains. It's really cool. They move. So yeah, if you're looking to get shit 3D printed, hit up Cheeto Fingers. He's on TikTok. He's on IG. He's blowing up in the world. Um, there's a little Cubone. And then here is a Jack Skellington Cubone. And then I'm looking to see if anything else. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. I might throw that one in the background. It's a little ghost dog. Let's see what else. You got a Gengar, which I still have to paint the other Gengar that he gave me. There's like a skeleton, like a Halloween Gengar. Here's a. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of this one. It's like the little, like, kind of jello Pokemon, or the slime Pokemon, or something. There's 151 of them, people. I'm not gonna know every fucking one of these Pokemon. What the hell is that? I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm gonna have to ask him about some of this stuff, because I don't. And then the other thing is this, which is pretty cool. It's a Pokemon card of Gengar, but he's coming through the Pokemon card. So, yeah, if you want cool shit like that, if you're interested in getting stuff 3D printed, hit up Hot Cheeto Fingers. He's on Instagram. He's on TikTok. And he's a good man. He's a good man. And yeah, so maybe at some point I will have to go live and paint some of these too, but I'll have to go to the fucking hobby store and get like genuine paint for these, because I'm not gonna paint these with regular paints that you get from like Walmart or something, because I don't know how that's gonna take to it. I know I did paint that fucking Charmander, but I don't know where he went, and it's bothering me because I know I saw him the other day when I was moving shit around. Let me look and see if I can find it. Okay, I found them. I have drugs to knock my ass out, cannabis, 4 or 5 of them. The fuck is a Pokemon? Jesus. Alright, well I found it. I don't know what happened to the Gengar that he sent me. The like actual like to scale Gengar, but this is the Halloween Charmander that I painted. I have to paint his little tail, but it turned out okay. But yeah, so these I don't have to paint because they're like multi-printed in terms of the colors, which is pretty cool. So they're kind of two-toned printed with different resin, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I like having these little knickknacks laying around in the background, like how Jerk has all of his he has all his different figures, and Riley has all her different little props in the background. It's kind of what I want to do, even though I don't know if I'm going to necessarily keep the style or if I want to redo it or not, because I don't really like the brickwork that I did on it. It's a bit shitty. Yes, you were welcome. I think if I name dropped you again, you were gonna appear like Beetlejuice. So yeah, right now I'm working on the fridge for the mystery machine. So I'm working on that. This is drying right now. I'm about to start working on the inside of this, but then I went through a whole side quest of looking at shit that my good friend Hot Cheeto Fingers here on YouTube, and he's also on IG and TikTok. But he puts up reviews like probably like 2 reviews a year. But he got into 3D printing and he sent me a whole bunch of shit to 3D print besides the mini fridges. So I feel bad that you 3D printed me one. Or you were in the process of 3D printing me one. If you want to keep that one, you can. Since I have one for the mystery machine that I'm painting right now, and then there's also one. There's also one for the ramen van that I haven't painted, and then there's another one that I have to paint too. But I do feel bad because you were like, "Oh, we're gonna 3D print you one. We got you." Oh yeah, the Mewtwo. Yeah, he painted this Mewtwo. He found like I don't know where he found the STL files. I think probably on Etsy. But there were like Halloween themed Pokemon, and so there was that Mewtwo, and like the first thing of stuff that he sent me like last year, there was this little Charizard. Um, that there's a Charmander, one of the two, the little dragon. uh, in like the Halloween thing, that one I painted. The other one he painted. Um, and then there's a little Bulbasaur that he sent me that I wanted, that instead of having the shell on his back, he has a little jack-o'-lantern instead. So you could paint it and put like a little light in there to have it look like it's lighting up. And the little top comes off too, so at some point I do want to paint all these. There's like some of them got broken in transit, which I'm a little pissed. USPS, you need to be more careful with the way that you handle packages, because like three of the prints broke, or a piece of each broke off, which is a bit of a shame, because but it's also not bad because I can easily fix it. I have Gorilla Glue, so I'll just little drop of it, set it where it needs to be, and it'll be fine. But yeah, these mini fridges are very impressive for the $3 that I paid for the file. It's actually a pretty decent it's a pretty decent size. Like if I put like what's it called? If I put like a 1/12 scale figure next to it, you could at least see the size of it. It's pretty. It is a very decently sized print. I think it's only like almost 2.5 inches tall. So, I mean, that's a very decently sized fridge. But that's what we're working on right now. I have the fridge door over there. I still have all the shelves and everything that I have to paint. Which I wish I knew what color. I could have just used the all black one and it would have been fine, but I wanted it to be kind of, you know what I mean, more vibrant in there. I almost knocked over my giant Mewtwo. I don't need that breaking because yeah, if his fucking tail breaks, I don't know how I'm gonna hide that. But his big feet and his thighs there can't hold him up. The power of his thighs are just, they're too much. I guess they're just too much for him to handle. So the way this is gonna go, like I said, I already put the carpet in here. It's a mess. It does need to be like brushed down and trimmed a little bit more, but the way it's gonna sit is it's gonna sit right here. TV is gonna be either up here or I'm gonna move it to this side, so it'll be there. And then I already have food to put in there that came in the mail yesterday, so there's that. I am probably gonna put, no, I think I am gonna put the TV on this side. So I'll put the TV on this side. It'll be like way above this fridge because I'm gonna put a beanbag chair here because I found a 3D printed beanbag chair. Right here I'm gonna add foam and put a little computer over here because Gonzo sent me he sent me concept art of the interior of the mystery machine, and it had like a little computer over here, which I thought was cool. I just don't want everything to be like cluttered on this side and there's nothing here. You know what I mean? So when they eventually make everyone, I'll be able to put Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy can sit back here in that little beanbag chair, and then Scooby can just stand back here. Which I did test it. I do have a Scooby Doo that I tested to make sure that he could fit in there, and he can. So I would imagine the Jada Toy Scooby Doo is probably going to be around the size of that Scooby Doo. So once that is done, then I'll be good. But yeah, the shag carpeting, it came out okay. You can see there's fucking parts that I still have to go over here and probably have to vacuum all that up. But that is the goal here, and then I have to paint the interior. So we're getting there. After all the interior's done, then I'm gonna work on the bumpers and paint those up. Um, actually, no, those will be last. I have to paint the dashboard and all the dials and little computer on there. So the goal is to have all this done by the time the first wave of figures comes out, which I have approximately like 2 or 3 months until that happens. But anywho, um, yeah, and then this big guy here was so happy about. Um, I kickstarted this project, I think, last year, the combat creatures, and this I only backed one of them. I only wanted the shark, just because the shark looked the coolest out of all of them, and he is, and you can put his sword on his back, and he is just fucking awesome. Um, like you can plug his sword into his back. It definitely feels like something I would have as a kid. And you can pop and swap the parts and all that stuff. But he's awesome. I think he's really cool. Uh could he use a little bit of like a wash to bring out some of the detail? Yeah, I could probably do that though, but I think for how he turned out, I think it's great. I do need to tighten up some of his joints a little bit, but I could not be happier with this little guy. Well, he's not little. He's it's bringing it's bringing a regular size figure to show you. So he's a pretty big boy, right? He's a big old boy over there, towering over people. Uh, baby shark got a sword. Do 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 do. Yeah, they do, but I'd rather be patient. I have what's it called? I have the Edge Runners figures that I still haven't shipped yet, which I'm gonna ship. I have to ship next week from Big Bad Toy Store because the Ghost Face is about to expire in my pile of loot, and he's sold out, so I can't even reorder him, and he's sold out everywhere. So I don't feel like taking that hit, that $90 hit. So I'm gonna ship them. I have to ship my Spartan Cat too. Um, who's that lady? Oh, this is so this is from the Hasbro Fortnite line. Which one? This one or the seductive lady that's back here drinking her Coca-Cola next to my arcade machine? Because that is that is I don't know if YouTube would appreciate that. This one, this is the Hasbro Fortnite Ghost TNTina. I have the regular one as well. Let me grab her real quick. Alright. So this is the regular version of her. She came with that glider. She was at everyone's Ollie's, and while everyone was looking for classified series, I was over here scooping up all the Fortnite figures that showed up. Because I play the game. I play the game. I love the game. I just dropped $20 in the game yesterday because they had Marceline from Adventure Time, and I needed Marcy. So, did I agree with the prices they were charging for their skins? Fuck no. But I only wanted one, and it was Marcy because she's my favorite character. Oh, you bought the Vans? Yeah, I thought about it. They leave on Tuesday, so I'll grab at least a pair before they leave. But yeah, the Fortnite figures are cool. I have both versions of the TNT that they made. I have Sky, which is cool, and then I have the Ghost, or this is the Ghost. I think Ghost Sky, where she's in like the Tiger Force. She's in like GI Joe colors. Um, this one's cool though because she has like a little Nintendo Switch in her little backpack there. And she came with Ollie, and Ollie is like a. He looks like a fucking Pokemon. I thought he was a Pokemon at first, but he's not. But this giant fucking thing. There's an emote in the game where her hat turns into this. And I had to move some people around. It's getting a little crowded over here. I was supposed to be painting, and here I am showing and telling. So her hat turns into this, and she can hop on the back of this, and it like bounces around the map. It's like a little traversal thing. But Ollie is like her pet, but he's also the hat. So, but I always had her like on top of it, like as if it was like a flying creature or something. And there's a little stand at the bottom too. So if you bought any of those gliders, you can pop him right on there and have him look like he's flying around. So, uh, I mean, I have so many of these damn things. I have the henchmen. I bought all the henchmen that I saw at Ollie's, so I have like 8 or 10 of these guys. I have the Raptors. I have the Raptors when those showed up at Ollie's. I mean, I went and bought everything that this fucking line had. Uh, let me let me switch my charger real quick because my light just went out back there. Hang on, people. Okay. Okay. Oh, you mean Jules? Ah, baby girl Jules. Yeah, she's probably my favorite from all of them in the game. She has, I don't know, I like her. In the game, she got like RBF, but she got a little attitude. But she's got tattoos, so. But I took that Jules, and I made her into a female mechanic for my Dreadnoks. So, uh, yeah. So the Fortnite heads they fit on the Valverse bodies. Um, perfectly. So they work. Oh, you just bought her? Nice. But yeah, it's getting crowded here, so I'm gonna move some people out the way. But I still think my favorite is probably Man Cake. Is probably still my favorite. And all the ones they did, I believe this guy is my favorite, even though. Oh, son of a bitch. Where did his little syrup bottle go? Oh, I lost this fucking. Damn, I lost his little syrup bottle. I'll find it later. But he came with like a little whiskey flask of. He came with the. He came with a whiskey flask of maple syrup, but I love Man Cake. He's awesome. I wish I had the skin in the game. But I love him. He has a fantastic mustache. I'm very jealous of his mustache. But he's awesome. You can take the guns out of the holsters. You can't do it in the game, but you can do it on the action figure. But he's pretty awesome. He's awesome. I wish this line kept going because there are just so many skins in Fortnite that I feel like would make great action figures. And I mean, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Like, you know what I mean? Crazy. So, let me look and see how the interior is going on this fridge. We're getting there. For some reason though, I didn't need that many coats on the outside, but for some reason it's taken like 3-4 coats on the inside. Why that is, I don't know. But yeah, Man Cake is he's awesome. He's awesome. But yeah, you'll mostly see Ghost T and Tina there a lot whenever I because when I did the review on that arcade machine back there, um I what's it called? Hang on, I'm gonna have to move my nice snail shell lady out the way because I'm gonna turn this off because I feel like the fucking batteries are probably dying, so I'll probably have to switch those out. Which, if you want a good arcade machine, I recommend looking at the snail shell, the snail shell, the super action stuff arcade that's back there. It's pretty good. It lights up. It has like 20 or 30, 29 or 30 different accessories you could use with all your different figures. It has like a puking effect. Uh, it has a little camera, which I need to bring in my chair again. The chair of showing things. So it comes with that little camera and it has the extra lens for when you want to take long distance photography. Move it a little closer. Oop. So pretty cool stuff. If you're wondering where I got that chair, that was from Daiso. I have. If you don't know what Daiso is, I did a video like almost a year ago, the last time I went to Daiso, and bought a whole bunch of shit. Like all those shelves back there, those tall racks. I bought all those from Daiso. That table that's back there was from Daiso. They had these little tiny 112 scale like apartment shelves, and all these are like $1.25 a piece. And they come in like these little, like the little chairs, they come in these little plastic things. They had mic stands and all kinds of stuff. So if you have a Daiso near you, check it out. She can go on Pandora. Hey, what's going on, Crown? She was like $40. The hell? What's going on with these prices, dude? So all of a sudden, people want Fortnite figures now. They didn't want them when they were out. They don't want them on clearance. They don't want them at Ollie's. Now people want Fortnite figures. So, anyway, while I'm over here talking about this, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the rest of that fridge door there. Put a little airbrush thinner in the paint so I can get that nice and smooth. Nice and smooth paint going there. Which, yeah, don't go to me for painting. Go to like Bob Ross. I don't have the afro like Bob Ross. Not anymore. I'm gonna have to tell Tony to. He's gonna have to update my wrestling character because that look is inaccurate now. So, you know what? Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll keep it. The crowd likes to call me Curly Top. They like to call me Karen. They like to call me a whole bunch of harsh names. But I knew that Tony had something. He had something there when he kept asking people if he should start up a wrestling show on the what's it called? On the members only. I knew he had something going, but because I'm a giant fucking wrestling nerd, when he made mine, I was like, okay, so I'll give you creative control, but I only want a few things. I wanted the Bullet Club shirt. I wanted the Tiger Driver 98 as my finisher. I wanted the Backstabber as my signature, and I wanted that hoodie. On the back. Or I wanted that logo on the back of my hoodie. Other than that, I gave him complete control. I ask him every week, you need me to cut a promo? I get a yes. All I ask is just for the blooper. Or just give me the layout of what you need, and I can bing bam boom it out in 2 minutes. So, you know, it's funny because he didn't think that I would be able to cut a promo, and then when I sent him the when I sent him that first promo I did, he was very impressed with that. Which, I mean, for me, it was pretty easy. I just had to get into the character, which was pretty easy. I was just like, let me find something to piss me off. Let me find like an easy way to get pissed off, and then I'm gonna, as soon as I feel myself getting pissed, I'm gonna just hit the record button, and whatever comes out is what gets put in the promo, and I'm gonna just send it to Tony. And that is what happened. Plus, I've been a wrestling fan like almost all my life, so. I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty easy, but it's also fun too, because, like last week, or was it? No, 2 weeks ago, Shane was backstage and he cut a promo and he mentioned me in the promo, so I'm gonna get your back for that, Shane. Don't you worry, bud. I'm gonna get your back. I'm gonna take your fucking prune juice from you. I'm gonna take your arthritis medication from you, but it's fun. I want to do skits with my figures where they cut promos on each other, talk about the matches and their promos, and they start a feud. And the Fox's characters. I think, oh man. I think if I get drafted, I think what I asked Tony was if I could join the Judgment Day, so I could have Rhea Ripley in my faction. I mean, I would do the ship myself, but the wrestling games, I always wait on the wrestling games. I know at some point either we're gonna get them in the PlayStation Monthly, or they just drop down to like $30, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? Okay, I could pay $30 for a wrestling game, and I get to put in all the factions, and I had to do my own little factions and stuff like that. Because, man, do I have some I have some ideas. But I am genuinely surprised that no one has caught on to my entrance theme yet. But do you do the worst Irish accent of all time? I don't. I don't know. I don't know who. I don't. Is Jeff, is your character doing an Irish accent in the game? That's fucking hilarious. I do love the entrance theme though for your wrestler. That it's like Irish. It's like Irish punk. It's like Irish punk music or something. It's great. The crowd loves it. You're getting over with the crowd. But I'm surprised no one has caught on to my entrance theme, because it was when Tony was talking about entrance themes, I reached out to him and I was like, "Can we make this my entrance theme?" And he was like, "I don't know, we might get dinged for it." And I was like, "I don't think you'll get dinged for it because people have been making like montage videos with this music for like 13 years and no one's got hit with a copyright ding yet." So he did it and he hasn't gotten dinged yet, so also I don't think they could technically ding you for that because it is the it is very close to the instrumentals of an actual song that I'm pretty sure 90% of people have heard of, but just didn't realize it until you listened to it closely and listened to the two songs side by side. Then you would be like, yeah. And they didn't get paid royalties for that, so. But it is it's a great theme. It's a great theme. If people can figure it out, that would be Thursday at 9. Uh, that would be great. Um, oh yeah, I forgot there's one up too. It's pre-orders. I only pre-ordered one of those classified figures. But pretty cool that the Cobra Commander comes with an iguana. We're just adding to that that zoo of classified figures. We have a wolf. We have now 2 dogs are on the way. Or no, our third dog, because we have the one from Mutton Junkyard. We have the one from Road Pig. We have Order. Um, there was a warthog. There was a parrot, a monkey, a wolf, and now there's an iguana. So, for all you people that are into the classified series, that are in it for, uh, that are in it for the animals, get ready because they're gonna start cranking them out, man. Oh, 2 eagles, yes, 2 different eagles as well. I feel like I'm fucking playing Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Old McCasper had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm there were 2 eagles. There was a fucking there was there was an eagle. There was um an eagle, a warthog. There was just entirely too much. There was entirely too much going on, and yeah, they need to relax with the animals. So we're working on the door for this, which I actually need to fix because I don't know what the fuck is going on with the pieces that are supposed to plug into this. So I don't know. I might have to put a little bit of Gorilla Glue on that and figure that out. The Savage Land. That's where my Warhawk will live, and I will name him Frederick. Frederick the Warhawk. And he will live proudly amongst the land that is savage. But yeah, so I got this little side project going. Eventually I want to try my hand at a Cyberpunk Dio with the Edgerunners figures, which those look pretty quality. I've heard pretty good things about them. I still wish that instead of them giving us David towards the end of the anime, they just gave us David at the beginning of the anime, because it just feels weird that we have Lucy, who's like a regular sized person, and then we have David when he's chromed up, like ready to go full cyber psycho. I wish they had waited until like wave 2 or 3. I get they wanted to show like, hey, we can do the soft goods, but they could have waited until like wave 2 or 3 and just given us just regular versions of everyone, like regular version of Rebecca, regular version of Maine, Lucy, David, oh fuck, what was her name? What was that name of that fucking character that was dating Maine? Fuck, and I just found all their backstories the other day. I can't remember. The one that dies with him. Spoiler alert. And then there's Kiwi as well. And then there's their getaway driver. I would have liked all those within like the past. No, it wasn't done. Fred will live on. Hell yeah. No, it wasn't Rebecca. It was her name started with a D. I can't remember what her name is. But she was the one that was dating Maine. And she's the one that he kills when he goes cyber psycho. Dude, what the hell is her name? I can't remember what her fucking name is. Anyway, yeah, so they could have did those within the first like 2 or 3 waves. Throwing in Atom Smasher is definitely going to be in the second wave. I can already feel it. If they're putting Rebecca in there, they're definitely going to put. Oh no, because they're doing it by 2s. Then he'll probably be in wave 3. I would imagine that they just want to dig that knife deep and put Atom Smasher in wave 3. But yeah, I kind of wanted like a regular sized David before we got the fully chromed up one. And then I'm wondering if, son of a bitch, I just charged that. Oh well, I'm gonna have to turn these off and just put on a regular light. I'm wondering if for SDCC, if they're considering putting if they're doing like a 2-pack with him and Lucy, where they're in the astronaut helmets when they're on Luna, when they're in the brain dance, and they're talking about going to Luna. That I would be very curious. There we go. We'll just use the shitty light. Sorry, people. We're using the shitty lighting because these fucking things can't. These things can't. What's it called? I gotta charge them. But yeah, whenever they're talking about going to Luna, which is the moon, and they're in the little astronaut helmets. That, and they're sitting on the little moon rock, the little crater, and they're looking at the moon. I would like that. That would be a nice SDCC 2-pack. Come on, Jada, get on it. What are you doing? You already got the mold. You got the mold for Lucy. Just sculpt the fucking astronaut helmet and just boop right on the head. Right on the head. David. Sculpt the smaller David. Astronaut helmet. Boop right on his head. Put in a 2-pack. SDCC exclusive. Chop chop. All right. You need to start cranking out the Edge Runners figures a little faster, because I want a nice shelf with all of them, because no one else has done Cyberpunk figures. Figma did one Cyberpunk figure and it was like over $100, and I'm not paying that for a Cyberpunk figure. You're fucking crazy. I think the bike was like 100, and now it's like over $300 now, which I'm also not doing for a vehicle. Not for a bike. I'll do it for like the van. The van is like 179, 170 or 180. The Ramen Toys van, but that's a big vehicle. That bike is like, it's like a one person bike. So I'm not doing all that. That's a little extra. I haven't bought I didn't buy one yet. I know Big Bad Toy Store still hasn't gotten the all blacked out one yet. Gonzo still hasn't gotten his vans, and he accidentally bought an extra 18 van, so uh he's gonna let me know and I'll just buy that one off him. And then Woody was kind enough to gift me one of his, but he hasn't gotten his yet. So he said just pay the shipping for the van, and the van's mine, because you don't want to customize two of them. So I'm just patiently waiting. I'm just patiently waiting for the postal service to deliver them their ramen vans. And for Big Bad Toy Store to get their ramen vans in, because yeah, I want one of those vans. They look pretty kick-ass. I already have ideas for what I'm gonna do for the van from Woody. Um, I have like two more of these mini fridges, and one of them I am gonna throw in that van. So there's already that. That's already planned out. Because I mean, this thing is way too fucking cool to not want in a van. I mean, you pop the. Let's see if I can get this fucking thing to line up on here. I mean, like, it opens and closes. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's supposed to open a little bit more, but I have to fuck with the pegs because I think they got messed up, because see, it just falls off. So I'm gonna have to figure out what is going on with the pegs. But once I figure that out, we'll be golden. We'll be golden, Pony Boy. We'll be golden. But yeah, so while that's drying, I'll have to make another run to clean this brush and then hit the interior with red again. So just wait for that. If anyone has any questions, any comments. And I also have to run and go get blue and green to do the door and the side of that fridge. I should have taken it outside and primed it with spray paint. because I have a spray paint primer I could hit this with. Oh well, I got another one I could paint. But I think Riley's fridge came out the best because she had pink filament and she printed it and she sent me a picture and it was like a Barbie fridge. It's like this bubblegum pink fridge and I was like, oh. I was like, damn, why does your fridge look so cool? I was like, you need to like paint some little stickers or find some stickers that are small enough to put on there and there are some stickers on there and that would be fucking awesome. The little tiny the little teeny tiny little fridge. But yeah, and then in the world of where the fuck did he go? Yeah, I'm just losing shit today. So in the world of professional wrestling, this finally came from Ringside. I pre-ordered this fucker, which feels like 3 months ago, and they like finally got it to me, and I finally got a Will Ospreay. Even though I don't really like the all black gear, I like his more colorful gear, which is why that Supreme collection is going to be better, and he'll come with the robe. But I think for right now, this is fine. I think it's a fine figure. It's nice to have another New Japan talent in my collection because Super 7 did those New Japan figures, and by God, were those pieces of shit. Ooh, man, I don't even want to talk about it. I bought a couple of them, and yeah, they were bad. They were bad. They were really bad, but I'll give it to Jazzwares for at least giving us the talent that Super 7 fucked up making. Like, now I have a Jay White, and Super 7 was supposed to make a Jay White, but New Japan pulled that license real quick. Nico, what are you doing in here? Need to make sure you get ready for your your match on Sunday, whoever you're fighting. You're gonna be fighting somebody. Because I think Nico is in a feud. I think he's in a feud with Lunchbox now. Or are you feuding with someone else? Are you feuding with the Figure Fight Club? Who are you feuding with? I'm trying to keep up with everyone's feuds. All I know is taking the IC title from Kurt Angle. Nico is very confident in himself that he can get the job done. Everyone's chasing gold, it seems, between both promotions. It seems like everyone's chasing gold. I should have brought a fucking toothpick in here to mix this in so I didn't have to keep going back and forth and cleaning my brushes. I do love how much this this little Fed has brought us together. Gonzo, did you just wake up, sir? Fuck, you and I and Devil Pup, we went till like fucking 5:30 in the morning, dude. We were hard at work trying to get that win. I apologize for not getting the job done this morning. I was damn near running on empty. I mean, I was like, I got like not even a fucking nap in yesterday. It was just pretty much, it was work, went home, started painting the fridge, and then what's it called? Painting the fridge, watching the Mega Powers, because, like I said yesterday, I know a lot of you are becoming familiar with Elite Legend, but I knew Elite Legend when he was starting out his channel because I started out my channel around the same time. Um, I mean, we all did. We were all in a group of 6. He's he's stuck in his own ways. He's always, I mean, he's always been vocal. Um, he's always been a vocal guy. But he has an audience, and he's, out of all of us, out of the 6 of us that all started around the same time, relatively around the same time. I think one of us had started a little bit earlier than the rest of us, but we had all started around the same time, and that was 2018, I think is when I started. When I started doing this, I think 2018. We had all started around the same time, and then I think it boiled down to 3 of us were doing YouTube. Or no, 4 of us were doing YouTube because the other 2 stopped. Then I don't know if Venom Fang still does YouTube anymore, but he was pretty consistent. And I think he hit over 1K, I think. I sat there more hours work. Dude, I felt that yesterday. I was like, could the day not go like any slower? Like the day I want to just go home is like the slowest day of the week. I was just like, oh, it was like 5 o'clock hit, and I was like, dude, this has to be the slowest hour I have ever worked. I was like, could not go by any fucking slower, man. I was like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to paint my fridges. And listen to Gaines talk about sniffing peanut butter. Which, that, oh man, that shit is still funny. I told Gonzo, and Gonzo had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. With the fucking sniffy peanut butter. And then I get home, I gotta hop on open mic. But listen, at least look, you got Jeff, you got Max, who is beating up people too. I love seeing fellow heels doing good for each other. You know, we're over here, we're whooping the asses of the baby faces. We're getting heat with the crowd. The people hate us. Um, you know, and it's going good. I wanted to be a heel. No, you don't want to. Forget cake sniffers. We got peanut butter sniffers. Sniffy. Oh my god. That's why I love Angelo. I love Angelo because of the fact that he can take a stream that's going normal and he'll say one thing and everyone will just bust out laughing and the fucking stream will just it'll just go into a whole different place for like 20 minutes and then it'll just bounce right back. It's it's great. Well, listen, I love Angelo. I think Angelo is great. Um, whenever I did a sit down with him, it was very entertaining, and the few times I see about Fortnite, he always he always accepts my invite to join him, and I play with him and his friend George, and we just act like a bunch of jackasses on Fortnite. While he's running around as Master Chief, I get to run around as whoever the fuck, and George runs around dressed as Miles Morales. And sometimes we win games, sometimes we get our asses whooped, and sometimes we just act in pure stupidity. But it's great. Um, and you know, I do appreciate the fact that Angela just does not give a fuck. Because life is too short to take seriously all the time. I think there's times where you gotta just not not take it so seriously. Um, but anyway, while I was talking, I realized I didn't paint this little dude's tail, so I just painted that really quick. So now he's got a little tail. It's like a jack-o'-lantern orange, which fits with the rest of him, so that's awesome. And he can go next to Big Bad Mewtwo over here. Or unless I just have him chilling back here. I can have him chilling back here. Uh, he'll be like my little baby Yoda that I used to have on my reviews. I think it was like whenever I got the Extreme Sets Dio and I started doing reviews with that as my backdrop. I had a little baby Yoda holding a taco, and that was in my background for like the longest time. If you go back and look at my videos, you'll see that little baby Yoda holding the taco. And I bought that baby Yoda. He was 3D printed, and I painted him the wrong shade of green. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. He'll sit back there. He'll enjoy his little taco, and he'll be fine. So now I have all these Pokemon that I can paint. Half of them I don't even know the fucking names of. I know like Gengar because everybody loves Gengar. Um, and then I have this. I mean, I have the cute little Halloween one, and then I have this fucked like Pennywise, the thing, the thing looking version of him. Um, which is pretty cool. I kind of like the fact that he's kind of like the thing, and he's got like spikes and shit coming out of him. I don't know what exactly that's supposed to represent. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Pennywise version of him, or if that is supposed to be like the thing. But it's pretty cool. And then I have this, which I think is like a Motorhead. It's like a Motorhead Stormtrooper helmet, which is pretty fucking sick too. I need a baby Choda. No, not baby Choda, baby Yoda. Grogu, for fuck's sake, you better get out of here with all that. Over here trying to get me in trouble with YouTube, trying to get me a fucking angry email sent to me. I'm gonna send it to you. You and Stephanie Vakir can deal with YouTube on that. That is Mrs. Nicotronis, for anyone that didn't know. They are happily married. They're having a great time. Once Stephanie Vakir has an action figure made, Nico will proudly display her with his custom Nicotronis that he painted. Or he's in the process of painting, but the picture he sent me, it looked like a Greek statue. I can't wait for this. It's so silent. You have to hear the silent strokes of a brush. I could have did this on the computer and had like lo-fi music, but I wanted to try this and see what it's like. Riley usually does this. This sort of oh shit. That's crazy. I just saw the fucking notification popped up. Apparently 4chan got hacked. That's that was not in my bingo card for this year. Which if you don't know about 4chan, it's best you don't know about 4chan. There is some dark shit on there that it'd be best that you don't know what goes on 4chan. Alright, so what sucks is I can't get in here and get all these areas that I primed. But I think it should be fine. Alright, we'll let that dry. Leave that right there to dry. And we'll get back to conversing just like my snail shell girl there is conversing with Mewtwo. She is asking Mewtwo how he achieved such strong thighs. She's trying to get her thigh game up, people. Alright. She's trying to get the tips and tricks. She's trying to get the gym tips, the gym tips and tricks from Mewtwo there. So they're conversing back there. And I totally forgot WrestleMania was this weekend too. That's how fucking out of it I've been. But yeah, I don't know if Gonzo's still here. Gonzo, what time did you get off the game, dude? Cause what's it called? Devil Pup and I, we got off at like 5. I think he got off at 5:30. I got off with you at 5:35. And I don't know if you went to sleep or not because you woke up at fucking 12. You woke up at 12 ready to go, man. Oh, but you didn't sleep. Jesus. Oh shit. Ain't no way. Oh, I mean, I don't think there's. Oh my god, I just realized where my fucking blue tack went. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo that. I'll have to redo that super action stuff video because I couldn't find my blue tack. Oh, I found the blue tack. I thought I was gonna have to go buy some. Luckily, I don't. Which is good for me. Wish I had something to I wish I had something to open. I kinda feel bad leaving you people in the silence. But oh yeah, who asked about the formula for my figure? I think it was Shane and Riley, and there might have been someone else that asked about my thing here. They asked about my custom my AFA 3.0. Since my figure has gone through like 3 iterations already in the time I've had this channel. Because there was the one where I used the samurai head, there was this one that's the newest, and then there was one where I took a WWE action figure and I turned that into myself. Oh no, 4, because I took a basic WWE action figure and I made a suited version of myself, and then I made a more articulated version. Then I changed some things, and now I have a more easily uh, buildable version of myself. So, if you're curious, this body is from the Palm Hero skateboarder. It's on Big Bad Toy Store. Um, that's how you get the Van shoes. The pants and the shirt I'm probably gonna switch out. And get some clothes from GPS slot at some point. And then the head sculpt is from Collectible Carnage on Etsy, and it's the skull helmet or it's a skull with the army helmet with the goggles. And then I primed it, and then oh no, I didn't prime this. I should have though. But the helmet is what is the fucking name of this? It's a Gundam paint. Hang on. For all you people that want the specifics. It is it's this paint. it's this. Oh shit. What the hell's my thing here? It's this Vallejo paint. See if I could get some more light on this. I don't know if you can see that, how good that's gonna turn up, but it's the Vallejo Mecha Color Light Steel is what I used for the helmet. And then you just dry brush it with a little black to get that dirty look. The white, I mean, you could just use bone white. You could use just any white. I actually don't think I painted the cigarette yet. But yeah, you could do that for the for that. But you'd have to go to like Hobby Town. If you have a Hobby Town, just look in the Gunpla paint, you could find it. And then I would probably use like bone white for the skull itself. And then I went in and painted the little helmet straps and the stuff like that on the side. I didn't paint the ammunition up there either. That just stayed the same. I'm not gonna try to get like a ultra fine brush and paint fucking brass bullets on there. That's too much. But yeah, so if you're curious, yeah, Palm Hero series, skateboarder as the body. Let's see, so really easy to make an Alpha 112 if you want to have me get run over by something. Your figures are beating me up, they're mugging me. You want your custom figure to hit me over the head with a steel chair or something, you can do that. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think I pretty much did the amount of painting that I wanted to do. I mean, we did get some stuff done. I did pretty much paint that door, so that's good. I painted the little duder there. He's got his tail is finally painted after like half a year. We're almost there in terms of getting the inside of this fucking fridge painted. It's just trying to get the sides of that in red. So yeah, it'll be a pain in the ass. I'll just paint the rest of that off camera. And then I still have the shelves. The shelves that I have to paint. I have this that I have to paint, which is the tray that goes in there. And then I also have a little shelf that slides underneath there. So anyway, I'm not gonna bore you people anymore. I appreciate you stopping by for almost 2 hours and hearing me ramble about whatever, like an old man rambles at the clouds. Showing off some stuff I'll probably paint in the future that's 3D printed. And Gonzo, I will see you on the battlefield tonight, sir, because we need to get revenge for the absolute fuckery that Warzone put us through yesterday in terms of not being able to communicate and just a whole bunch of other shit. But anyway, there's that. Stay tuned for the stream tomorrow with Toy Gains and I. We're covering our top 5 80s metal albums. So stay tuned for that. Very good picks from Gaines, but I think Gaines will be very surprised at my top 5 picks. We did our top 4, an honorable mention, and then our number 1 picks. So stay tuned for that. And then I need to reshoot the review for that arcade machine now that I found my blue tack. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And I don't know who's going live now, but go watch them.